scrolling on my YouTube thingy and I saw a video of Thina Zungu being accused of being.
Oh, now you saw this Sony.
Phela lapha bengifuna ukunitesta kahle kunensolo zokuthi niye noba u2 special noba u2 wena ngihlanga ukuvikela ukuthi ni leyo mpahla yabo hayi mungathi khohlwa ungathi musu ukuthinta ithopic.
And so there's two parts of this particular video that I saw. It's him saying that they are.
Scientist prophet or some 2025. I'm a divorce of a man, I'm a devil and my method.
Dumbo, who is a gospel musician, corrects him and how he takes it.
Thina njengabantu ababantu asikhulumi ngezinto eziphatha ubulili bomuntu. So asikwazi ukubonakala sikhuluma ngawo mina abantu betenge. No. So mabe ivike ukukhipha nje amagama njalo eEpsweni bawo.
No. Angisho ukuthi ube yiyo leyo nto. Usuke kuyi choice yakho.
Mfundisi ngiyakhuza ngiyacela mfundisi.
The goal here is to make us like Khehlelezi or whatever, to compromise, to bring compromise. Now, on top of all these things that happen, you'll wonder, what is it that you think Thina had to say concerning it?
Still lamadoda lento engithi ngiyihlanganisa namanje noma solungiso okunye sekuvela okunye futhi lama remarks lawa I think azomphazamisa ustriker and usuku lwanamhlanje luphela nje again luphela ngendlela down.
So now there's three things to talk about out of this video. First of all, it's what he is accusing them for saying that they are what. Now bear in mind, he's doing this in a manner of mocking them and whatnot. And he's doing all these things while Pastor Striker has his car tires flattened out. They were performing, they were doing something inside and all those stuff. And then when they came out, the car's tires were flat and all that. And in his goal to make Striker to look bad, he starts mocking and all these things. And that's when Thina Zungu says, he's starting to see him a certain way. He's starting to see him almost as if he's a bad person.
Isithombe ngisola ku Dr. Khehlelezi njengamanje njengoba ebhizi ehlekisa ngesimo esivelele ustriker ebhizi futhi enza lama remarks awenzayo. Singenza ngimbone njengomuntu onenhliziyo embi one. Number 2, singenze ngimbone njengomuntu ongenalo uzwelo nomunye umuntu. Elinye ke iside le ngilibonayo and definitely
Thina Zungu needed someone to laugh at him and call him gay in order for him to think this might not be a good person. He couldn't tell that from a doctrinal perspective. He couldn't tell that by their moral upstanding. He couldn't tell that when they were twalisering and doing what. He couldn't tell. He couldn't tell when they just started a fight out of nowhere. He couldn't tell when his supposed friend was praying, God bless this food after we eat. He couldn't tell. All that time, Thina Zungu could not tell at all. Thina couldn't tell anything wrong. He couldn't question the mandem. No, he couldn't. He couldn't. He needed to be called the flag. That's when Thina says, maybe not a good person. That's what he took. That's what he took. All this while, You didn't get no hints. Nothing. Out of everything. To a point where Jumbo, who was laughing when Khehlelezi was making the jokes, had to even say, you know what you're saying, of course, it's not going to reflect nicely to the guys. You know, he's just correcting him. It doesn't click. You needed to be told you are, in order for you, you couldn't, before, you had no reference. No reference whatsoever. And then, pause. At the closing of the show, Thina says, you know what? And the goal that they've been trying to achieve has still not been reached. Now, remember what the goal is. He mentioned the goal in the beginning. The goal is to unite Striker, who is a pastor who does not want Ubungoma next to him, with Khehlelezi, who said that his power will challenge Jesus and God. Even after saying, no, you know what, I think Khehlelezi is not a good person. Still, at the end of the show, he says, but he still hasn't gotten his goal. And his goal is so that these two can sit down, eat cherry cheese together. Is cherry cheese a flavor? It sounds like it. Sounds like one of those weird cherry cheese. It sounds like. So that's still his goal. His goal is still to unite. Even when Striker says that the altars from which we come from, they are all different. No, you know, I think he's not a good person. And he still has the agenda of wanting to unite them. To be honest with you, it's very interesting. Spiritual blindness can be very dangerous. Yeah, so basically everything I said on the last thing, it's proven right here. His whole goal, like his whole TV show was Khehlelezi and his friend, uniting these two people. That's his show. That's his whole show. Spiritual blindness has hit Thina. He cannot see anything for anything. Strict shared show with daily Christian commentary videos. I hope you are clear. Yeah, that. So, you know, I'm starting to think he's not a good person. But still, at the end of the show, you are saying, you know, but I've still not achieved my goal. What goal would you still have if you just said you don't think he's a... So he realized, you know what, maybe I don't have a show if Khehlelezi is not there. So, you know what, we'll just stick with that. Be careful who's your spiritual leader, because who's your... Yes, this is someone's pastor.